Hey, what's up? And welcome to my corner of the internet. Happy holidays, and I hope everything's going well. So before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. That'll be much appreciated. And listen, I hope you're doing well. So obviously by the title, you know I'm going to be talking about ReZero again. So with these happy holidays and these merry wishes, I want to talk to you about a moment in time where I'm really happy that I decided to watch ReZero. After a long journey of recording several videos, getting through the first season of ReZero, and being told of the potential, being told that this story has a lot of great things in store for me if I kept watching, I want to just tell you, third season, these first 8 episodes, I'm happy. I'm genuinely enjoying it. Also, the second season, well, the second core comes out. I'm totally butchering that. The next part comes out in February, bro, and I'm excited to watch that. It's the counterattack, so that's auspicious to say the least. ReZero was no less than a painful run, and watching Season 3 have all the moving pieces are visible as far as we know, having the story be a mix of ups and downs. Listen, you gotta know a season knows they're about to go crazy when the first episode is like an hour plus. Like, you know they're about to go a little bit crazy when they are able to give you such a jam-packed first episode, and it means something, bro. Like, ReZero went from being the anime that I knew for a fact I wouldn't like, which I did in various moments, to now being an anime I'm excited to see week to week. ReZero was a bit of a slog to get through, and a lot of people said I didn't get it. A lot of people said that I felt so...
Yo, are you dumb?
I don't know, wish-washy and just mainly insulted my intelligence here and there, which didn't necessarily bother me. But I think sometimes people forget that not everything is going to be the most easily to digest when you're watching a new anime who's trying to showcase to you a different themes, ideas, get across characters to you. There's so many different things that good storytelling has to get across to you, and sometimes it doesn't land with different people. So that's why I knew ReZero was worthwhile, because let me just tell you, the fan base would jump out of nowhere and tell me how much of an idiot I was for not understanding this character or getting this plot point, or even liking how something was explained, which... fair. I mean, we're all entitled to our own opinions and decide how we feel about things. But I stuck it through. I stuck it through mainly because ReZero had the potential of a grand fantasy world that was actually interesting, had different moving parts, and it was wider than what we were shown. That's what I was really into about ReZero. It was understanding the witches and seeing how we got to this place, understanding how Emilia is where she is and why she is considered a curse or a plague or just someone people don't want to be around. I love that now when I'm watching this third season, the deaths give so much more information than it did before. And I feel as though our characters are gleaming information and we're along with them, and this mystery isn't like absent, it's there, and the missing parts. And you know what I liked about season 3 is they immediately ran to the strongest person, and even that didn't work. See, this is where, like, I felt as though I was seen. A lot of my complaints about ReZero was the storytelling was a little bit heavy-handed and then non-existent in other places. And then it felt as though characters didn't matter until they did matter, which maybe might not make sense to you, but it felt as though there was no consistency of dragging along a character. And it felt as though randomly they would make sense because of some background information that we didn't do or connections that weren't immediately apparent to me. Now, this is all within the realm of my understanding. But ReZero did not do its best with storytelling in some of its first seasons. And one of the main reasons is why I believe this still to be true is because let me just tell you, I'm someone who will just pick up a book and just read it. Why is that relevant? It's because there's a way of introducing a story to where even if you don't have the full information, we can leave you without all the details, but you can still enjoy the story. And very often, I've read the Percy Jackson series. Like, I started at the second book instead of the first book. I've read several series throughout my life, and I was just like, oh, I thought this was the first one. Not paying attention. Listen, there was some books back then when I was like a teenager, like early 2000s, where I was just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. But I enjoyed the story for what it was. I didn't know that this was a series. And ReZero felt as though I needed an encyclopedia before I even got into the series. And unfortunately, that's not fun, especially as someone who's not necessarily married to a fan base and who just goes hopping around and just likes good media. So that's my only little caveat, and I wanted to say that to most of you. We're just going to celebrate that I'm ending off the year with a ReZero video, and you probably will get a new video, you know, we'll talk about it when we get there.
けどそれはエミリアだけを守れればいいって話じゃない。それだけじゃ満足できねえんだ。ユリウス、お前だってそうだろ。
This season 3 of ReZero finds us in a captive situation where we're in a new environment. We're getting a little bit more introductions to all our characters, and all the characters that we love are reintroduced. We're seeing different moments. We have the witch cult just doing dastardly deeds and messing around. I can't believe I just said dastardly deeds. This anime is chock filled with different character interactions, different moments, and also the drama is nonetheless interesting. It felt like such a payoff to watch this anime and feel as though they decided to really build up character relationships, conversations that weren't had, guesses on the future, and we see Subaru actually being a main character that you would actually love to see in this story. He feels as though as he fits into the story, all the struggles he had before is informing him about the current struggle he's in right now, and I feel as though there's so much more mystery waiting for us, and I adore it immensely, bro. Like, I hope they start off the second core with like another hour episode. Like, give me what ReZero does best. And there's slight payoffs, there's misfortunes, and there's moments of learning bit by bit. It felt like in the third season, they completed their vision of a video game where you gotta restart over and over again. And you have to get it right, and you got to pay attention to the details. The third season is the best payoff I've experienced in a long time in an anime. I feel so incredibly rewarded seeing Emilia's growth, seeing Reinhardt be an active participant, seeing different characters feel as though they are rallying behind this fight, and the story is held up by just being a good story. I know I've recommended in several videos that you could watch something without looking at the backstory, but season 3, if you just jumped into it, I guarantee you it would be interesting and it would make you want to watch some of the other seasons. No. And you would feel the payoff even more. I feel like I'm being incredibly rewarded for going through things that I just necessarily wasn't into and going through some of the harder times that it felt like ReZero had to offer me. I'm really excited I did this journey of watching anime that I knew off rip I didn't like. So thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, thank you for saying whatever that you said, because at the end of the day, it moves me along in the algorithm. And also, I mean, you're passionate about these things, and I'm just passionate about talking about things I enjoy. So thank you so much. Happy holidays. I hope you got whatever you wanted, and I hope you have been taking care of yourself. I wish you all the best in everything you're going for. I hope the new year is kind to you. And I'm probably going to have another video out for you. It's going to be special. It's going to be very self-indulgent. So anyway, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to our goals, and I want to push past those goals in the new year, and I want to keep moving forward. So come along with me for that journey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and take care.